So in the past videos, we've been talking about how to create websites using just HTML and CSS, how to get skilled in that field, and also what type of niche or how to identify a niche that you can target. Then again, we managed to touch on how to utilize templates and obviously where to get those templates. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a layout which makes your website work for you, and also making your website a high converting website, such that at the end of the day you get more leads, you get more clients, or you get more customers coming your way through your website. But before we even get into this layout, let's first identify why most websites out there, they're failing to convert, why most businesses are complaining to say that, you know, I have a website, but I'm failing to achieve my goals using this website and stuff. So number one, a website might look great, might have a great user interface, but that's not all. You know, just having that does not make it convert, right? So most websites, they've information overload, they are confusing clients, there's no clear call to action, the website lacks clarity, there's no user journey, it's not even user centric, there's also no social proof where people can actually see that most of that other people were making use of this business or this making use of these services. So we have identified this. Now how do we address it, right? For a website to actually work for you and truly convert, then we need to follow the following layout that I'm going to be sharing. Number one, you need a hero section, right? Now a hero section, this is the place where everyone who visits your sites, they first see that section. And with this section, it must be clear, it must have a clear headline, one or two call to action buttons, and also some social proof, right? Be it ratings, be it statistics on, you know, from previous clients to say that showcases that, okay, we have once used this website or this business, and this is how we rate them. And also it must have like an image or in a background image which portrays what that business does. So it's all about clarity. From the first glance, when a visitor visits your website, they must be hooked, right? So you need to have a perfect hero section. Now section number 2 is where you sell your business, right? This is where you address the pain points that your customers are having, or you showcases the promises, how you're going to help them with their problems, right? So for this, if you're a designer, you need to sit down with your client and actually identify these things. And remember, in another video, or in the past 2 videos, we spoke about how you can actually study your client's competitors. So this is where you derive most of these things, such that when you now go and sit with your client, right, you will also bring some tangible information or some valuable information when you're discussing what exactly are your pain points, guys, what exactly are you trying to solve, who is your target market, and all those things, right? So now the next section is all about showcasing either the features or the services that this business is selling or is offering to its clients, right? And on this, you don't need to overload, you just need to summarize what those services are. But when you summarize, just make sure that that information, the little information that you're going to put there, is enough, right? And make use of, you know, appealing icons, appealing cards and background images, right? Then once we have the features or the services that the business is offering, so now we move on to another section, which is all about social proof. Now on social proof, like I said, it's all about who has used our services before, right? Do we have clients' reviews being displayed on our website? If you put this, right, this helps you as a business to attract more clients, because if you have good ratings or if you have good reviews from your previous clients, if I'm a new customer, then I'm tempted to book you, or I'm tempted to start making use of your services. And again, with this, you can, if you don't have reviews yet, you will probably need to sit with your business or your client, or if it's the business itself, you need to send out a Google review link to your previous clients to say, guys, please rate us, pass your reviews to us so that we can showcase them on our website. No client will say no if you have given or offered them a great service. Every client will be ready to give you a review, right? Now we have this. Now another section is again to remind the user to say, yes, you have seen the reviews, you have seen the services that we offer, you have seen all this social proofing and stuff. You still need to make a booking with us. So you put another call to action section, right? Just as a reminder to prompt the user. We are just playing with psychology now. We are playing with their brain to say, yes, are you satisfied with what you have seen? Now, if you are satisfied, please go ahead and make a booking. There are so many questions that users come up with. So you need to collect all those questions and put them now on the frequently asked questions section, right? Such that no one should leave your visitor with questions. They should leave with answers, and they should leave with a decision either to go with you or not to go with you, right? So you need to put that. And obviously you need to have a contact us section. This is where now you showcase how the clients will reach out to you, be it by email, by calling you, or just have a booking form, a little booking form where people can punch in their details and send you a message for a query or for whatever that you're doing, right? The following are non-negotiable. You need to have a sticky header with your logo, with all the tabs that the client should visit, and also your contact details, and another call to action button there, right? So that when they're scrolling, they'll come to another section where probably there's no call to action, but because we have a sticky header on top, they'll actually see those call to action buttons and also navigate to other pages. Another thing also is you need to make sure that that website is mobile responsive, because majority of the people visiting your website, they'll probably be using a smartphone, and everyone these days prefers, when they're just chilling, they're just doing whatever they're doing, they'll be just scrolling their phone and stuff. So your website should also cater for that. Another thing is that your website must be easy to navigate, right? Don't confuse your customers. It has to be in a flow, right? Such that it's easy to navigate. People don't have to look for buttons. Where is this? Where is that? It has to be easily navigating. The last thing, professional images, right? If you see that your client does not have professional images, then it's the right time to tell them to start making use of them and start taking those professional images. Last time I told you, you probably need to pitch to them to say, okay, if you don't have professional images, I'll do the job for you. I'll come with my kit, my professional camera, then I'll take you guys, then I'll go and edit. Now we have all this from part 1, part 2. Now this is the part 3 where we're speaking about the layout. Now let me take you through how I get clients in this flooded market. The market these days, it's really flooded. That's the truth. We have people that were already in the market. We have new people coming in. Obviously, you guys who are watching now, you probably want to get into this market. Then there are other people who are using AI, because AI came and it made everything look easy. But the truth is, getting a client is not that easy. But I'm going to walk you through what I use and what I believe will also help you get clients. So the first thing, obviously, we spoke about it in our first episode where we talked about identifying your niche, right? The market is so big, so we need to look for a small corner or a small market space that we need to target. And we've managed to say, okay, we are targeting small businesses, and within this small business, we probably going to target plumbers, right? That's number one. So you need to identify a niche. So number 2, when you're building, you need to build in public. Document everything that you're doing such that people will fall in love with the process that you have put in place on how to come up with themes, how to come up with the layout, and how everything goes behind the scenes and all that. This brings trust, and also people will actually fall in love with that, right? Don't just build in isolation. You can utilize platforms like LinkedIn, X, TikTok, or even Instagram. I've seen a lot of designers, they showcase their stuff and on TikTok, and they get leads from there. And my number one place, or my go-to place, is LinkedIn, because that's where I've seen that most of my clients come from that side. So I spend more time on LinkedIn, and if you follow me, I'm sure you now know that I'm very active there, right? Because that's where my market, or my whoever that I'm targeting, they're there. So for you also need to identify which social media platform does your clients hang around. Then if you are to post stuff, you post more there, but don't just post in one location or one platform. You have to spread your wings. You need to speak their language, right? It's pointless for me to approach a client and I use my own technical jargon, right? They'll probably not understand a thing. Not every client you meet is technical. Majority of them, they're not even technical. For example, plumbing clients, they are not technical, and then there are other clients like banks, big enterprises and stuff. Those, some are technical, right? But in our scenario, the plumbers, they are not technical. So I need to speak their language. I need to speak in a way that they understand. They easily understand what I'm saying or what I'm selling to them, the solution that I'm offering them. They need to understand it such that there's no communication breakdown. They won't feel like I'm bragging and all those things. So clarity is the way to go. Speak their language and you see what happens. Whenever I'm pitching, or whenever I'm going to see a client, I always carry a portfolio, or I always carry case studies to say, I've worked with this brand which is similar to yours, and I've managed to take their website from this to this, and with that the results were amazing, right? They managed to start getting clients there and there. After a month, they've doubled their sales, after something like that. So this sparks the next thing that I always do, where you need to sell a solution, not just a website. So now a solution, it means at some point this client was failing to get leads, but the moment I got involved into their brand, I redesigned everything, and now they started to get clients or leads. Now the problem was they were not getting clients. How I identified what was missing from their website, I implemented that, and now they're getting clients. That's what clients are looking for. This is what all businesses are looking for. They don't care about these fancy tools, how you used it and all those things. They only care about what was the problem, what was the solution. So if this has helped you to rethink on how you approach clients or how you approach your work, imagine now if you start applying everything that we've been talking about from part. By the way, my name is Prosper, and if you have enjoyed this series, please don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe if you're new here. I'll be sharing more videos pertaining how you grow as a software engineer, and also how to make money on the side, or even how to start your own brand. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And with all this, I would say start implementing everything that we're talking about, and trust me, trust in the process, put in the work, start building public, do all those things. I can make as many videos as you want, but if you guys don't implement these things, then you obviously not achieve results. So remember, I said It's not easy, but it's doable. I've managed to do it, so now it's time for you also to do it. So go out there, identify your niche, identify your problem, and provide a solution. See you in the next one.